my channel. I'm Queen, and today's video is going to be about things you should know before moving to Tampa, Florida. So, as I always do in the beginning of all my videos, I put out a disclaimer. The things that I state in my videos are based off of my opinion, and everyone's opinion may vary. But I won't keep on rambling along. I'll just get straight into the video. I no longer live in Tampa, but I did for a while. And I just thought that I would just share with you guys today some things that you should know before you move, because moving to Tampa is really different from living in a lot of other places, especially when you're coming from like a northern city down to Florida or any southern place in general, but we're talking about Tampa today. So let's start off with the weather. So when you move to Tampa, just be very prepared for hot weather, humid mostly. It rains literally like one time a day for like 5 to 10 minutes and then it stops. And then everything's bright and sunny again. The only time it's really kind of cool is I would say it starts cooling off like October, and then anywhere from October until February, it's kind of springtimey weather throughout, and it won't be as hot, but overall it's pretty hot. The next thing I like to talk about is the cultural difference. So when I lived there, I literally felt like I was low-key living in a foreign country, but it was weird because it was I was still living in the United States at the same time, but the rules and everything are just so laid back, and it's just different. It's one of those things that you would have to literally experience to understand exactly what I'm saying, but it's completely different. It was definitely a culture shock in every way. Everything's way more lenient. Things are just ooh, they allow this here? Okay, all right, got it. Yeah, so it's just really different. The next thing I would like to touch on is language. Okay, I do recommend, you don't have to. I'm not saying that you won't survive if you don't know how to, but I would recommend that if you do go there, that you brush up on your Spanish. Me, fortunately, even though I don't speak Spanish fluently, I speak it enough and I understand way more than I speak, so I was perfectly fine. And it was so crazy because the job that I worked at that time, if you didn't speak Spanish, you weren't gonna make any money. It was just that simple. The bar that I worked at, you just weren't. You weren't gonna do well at all. But because, like I said, I spoke and I understood more than anything, I was perfectly fine. So just depending on where you're working or what you have to do, it's not gonna be a deal breaker for your move, but I would definitely brush up on that Spanish. Next thing, wildlife. Okay. So, coming from up north and then moving to Tampa, I saw things that I've never seen before unless it was in a zoo, right outside of my apartment. So that was definitely different. Big birds, these little geckos or whatever, oh my God, they're all over the place. It's ridiculous. Tampa's one of those places where honestly you'll see almost anything. Thank God I didn't see everything. The worst thing I seen there was probably a gator, snakes. One thing they have there that I was so thankful that I never seen, but I heard that they were there, are these things called Florida panthers. And if you look them up, they literally look like female lions when they're fully grown. Pretty scary. Yeah, so that is a big thing. Depending on where you live, if you live near any bodies of water, honestly, there are bound to be gators in them. Regardless of what anyone says, even if they say, oh no, I've never seen a gator in there, there's probably one there, and maybe if you're lucky, he doesn't like people that much, so he just doesn't want to come out and be bothered with. But yeah, that's something that you have to take in consideration. There is definitely a lot of wildlife, and you will have to adjust. Even if you live somewhere where it's not overwhelmingly wooded, there's still going to be some wildlife, and you're still going to see something that if you're coming from especially a northern city like myself, you've never seen. You've just never seen it. Next thing, cost of living. So to me, coming from like up north and coming to Tampa's really affordable. At the time when I was there, I lived in a luxury apartment. My rent was like, I want to say like $830 or $850 a month, which is super cheap. It was like gated, it was like really nice. Yeah, so, and I know that it's a lot of places like that there. I'm sure now, because this is like a few years later now that I'm speaking of this, the prices probably went up some, but it's still probably way more affordable than like living up north. So I would definitely say like you're definitely gonna save some money on like your cost of living coming to Tampa. Next thing, jobs, let's see, and careers. I would definitely recommend that if you're not going there and you're not going to work in like the hospitality industry, like bartending, serving, hotels, like event planning, anything like that, I would definitely recommend it before you go there. You definitely need to have a job lined up or like something like that. Or you need to know somebody that once you get there, they're placing you into a job. So I know that's kind of like common sense, but there you would definitely want to do that, because from what I saw, I didn't feel like it was like a lot of job opportunities. I felt like it was more of either you go there with one already, you get there, you figure it out, and if you want to not struggle, you probably want to do something in the hospitality industry. And then if you want to get out, then you meet people, network, and then you get placed somewhere else that you would really want to be based off of like someone you know. But once again, that's just my experience. The next thing I would say is like, it definitely is there. Definitely easier there when you know people that have like positions that they could put you in to be in a better position. I definitely say that, because like there I like met so many people that were so connected and had so many good opportunities offered to me. So yeah, networking there to get you where you want to be is definitely the way to go. Also, next thing, fun things to do. I would definitely say the beaches. My favorite beach in particular is Clearwater Beach there. It's literally 20 minutes outside of Tampa. It's so beautiful. White sand. You can see through the water. It's like beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been on. Like literally, it's just so clean and everything's so beautiful. They also have like St. Pete's Beach and like a whole bunch of other ones around there and surrounding areas as well. But my personal favorite is Clearwater Beach. So if you haven't been there, you definitely want to check it out. It's absolutely amazing and you'll really enjoy it. Other things to do, Tampa's a very beachy city. So you're pretty much stuck with like bars, restaurants. They have the Tampa Buccaneers. That's their football team. They also have like lots of like baseball games because spring training is in Tampa. So yeah, all that is happening out there. And then you have your hockey as well. I think hockey is like the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think that's right. Yeah, so you have your sports there as well. As far as like nightlife, I would say their nightlife is like pretty decent. I mean, when I was there, I felt like it was cool. Like I said, it's like a really beachy vibe, but in Florida in general, not just Tampa, but in Florida in general, if like these people can't do anything else, like what they're gonna do is they're gonna show you how to party, like, and you're gonna have so much fun. So, I mean, with that being said, I just feel like you can't go wrong, you know? And last but not least, dating. Tampa is like one of those cities where I don't feel like it's the best for dating. I felt like for me and the type of men that I like, it was very like limited. And for me, the only person that I would even consider myself like even like coming close to like dating or anything, I would say like was one guy, and he was an athlete. But it's like, as far as like just trying to like have somebody to like really like date, the options are like slim to none. Yeah, it's really bad. Tampa's like really like family, and everyone's like married and already coupled up. And the only single people that really come there really are like the athletes, because they're like in and they're just traveling and everything. So it's like they're just there, in and out, you know, that type of thing. So that's what I would say. Definitely wouldn't go there thinking like I mean, you could, but you might not go there having the greatest, like, you know, dating experience ever. I don't think so. I wouldn't recommend, but hey, you know, anything's possible. So with that being said, that's all I have to say about Tampa. If you guys would like to see a part 2 of this video, or maybe like a story time about it, you know, leave it in the comments below. Or if there's any other kind of video you want to see, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Until next time, guys, bye.